I have removed the droop screw bungs off of one of the arms here to increase front droop, and you'll notice the one on the left has had this done to it and the one on the right has not. Putting the front end to back together is pretty straightforward. So I've added a carbon fiber shock tower, and then as far as the wheel drive hexes, I've changed to some extra thick HB Racing wheel hexes, which also have the fine pitch thread on them, so you can use newer wheel nuts. And here it is with the upper control arms installed. So I've installed the optional lower shock mounting screws, and here you can see the shocks installed, and we've got about 5 millimeters more droop than previously. I'm using the 68mm Ackerman plate, and I went through and replaced all the bearings in the steering linkage. I like to use good old-fashioned black grease on the bevel gears in the front and rear gearboxes, and low-strength Loctite on pretty much everything, including these little set screws in the brake linkages. And then I like to use this red grease on CVDs and dog bone ends and stuff of that nature. Jet Lube is a silicone sealant that never sets up, and I like to use it to seal the gearboxes to the chassis. For whatever reason, without it, you end up getting dirt and stuff in the grease, it seems like. Here I've got the front gearbox and steering linkage and everything completely assembled onto the chassis. I upgraded to the super strong braking kit. However, I didn't buy the one with the billet aluminum calipers. I just got the one with the plastic calipers just to kind of keep costs down. And, you know, it mounts to the center diff. It's pretty straightforward. And here you can see it mounted to the chassis with the air filter mount. So in order to convert this to a Z10 XBE Nitro version, I put the Z10 rear end on, which just includes all new rear suspension components. And you got to kind of mess with the order you assemble things in, with the order of the brake caliper and the lower suspension pivot. And then I like to put on the sway bar at this point in time because it's just, I don't know, seems like you fight things less as opposed to if you put it on last. And then here I've just replaced the bearings and the hex drives on the hubs, and then here they are assembled onto the rear end. And then here I've got the shocks put on the rear end, and now I'm going to grease up the bevel gears and then seal it up and then get it mounted to the chassis. I have left a lot of the plastic parts on the car for two reasons. One, to keep the cost down, and two, particularly the chassis stiffeners, is to increase traction on both ends of the car. Tune in next time and we'll get all the radio equipment and the engine installed, hopefully fairly soon. It has been scientifically proven that by subscribing to this channel, you will become marginally less marginal. Bye.